last day of the conference. It is now around 8:45 in the morning, heading down to have breakfast, packing up. I really can't wait to go home. I really can't wait. So today is the day before Mother's Day. I had some very specific plans for my wife that involved another family, great friends of ours, and unfortunately the family got sick, and now I need to figure out what the plans are going to be for tomorrow. We generally hang with her family, but I want to do something special for my wife tomorrow. So most of today will be me trying to plan out what tomorrow will look like. Do you guys remember her? I went for my badge. Is my name on the list?
No. You got too much testosterone in.
That's discrimination.
Say something inappropriate. So I'm not going to.
I'm telling.
You're gonna.
Pretty sure we're not supposed to be in there. She said sex drive, and I was like, oh, this is not.
If my stomach is burning, do what?
Where are you going?
I'm going around to the door, but I want to walk all in front.
What's you? How old do I look to you?
Younger than me.
Can you,
Do you see how you properly answer that? How old do I look to you now?
older than me?
You're losing again. You're losing again.
How?
How old am I?
You're 34.
I'm not 34.
So I can't.
We're going to get something to eat. You want in?
Yes.
We're going to Pizza Rev.
Yes.
You can't go.
They're gonna feed us here.
Yeah, you guys are going to have sandwiches. Make your own sandwich?
The way you said it though,
Yeah,
it was like to rub it in.
Raj, are we going to Pizza Rev? Are we going to Pizza Rev?
Yeah, but I got it.
No, just ride in the Mustang real quick. So I have to leave right quick. I have to go back up to the church and pick up the van. I haven't even started editing yesterday's vlog, and it's already noon. I feel horrible. So I'm gonna grab something to eat because they are serving make your own sandwiches for lunch. And yeah, made it back to the church, and time to get into this bad boy right here. Now, we generally have a yellow van. I am like really tired today. I need to pick it up. Hey, look, kids, it's a tape player. I was really sleepy. That was a rough drive. Guys, the conference is over. Look. I think we're done. We had to be out of here by 5 o'clock. I think it's 4:59 as we speak. And I'm taking the van back. So I have a lot of bottles and a lot of flowers and a whole lot of van. So here's the deal. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. So this is what I'm gonna do. I am going to go home right now, and then I'm gonna go to the church, drop this stuff off, go home, and then I need to have a talk with you guys about something pretty important. Well, just finished my mile, about a 10-11 pace. Didn't run 2 today, only ran 1 because it's so late, and tomorrow is Mother's Day. And conference is over, I'm back home. And I wanted to spend a few moments talking about something
that's near and dear to my heart. Mother's Day is a very significant day. Somehow, some way, throughout time, there has been this fight for Father's Day to become as important as Mother's Day. And I'm not here to argue whether it should be or whether it shouldn't be, but I do want to talk about why Mother's Day is so important. As much as I love being a father, I'm in awe of my wife, who has birthed both of our children, Caleb and Aubrey. I'm in awe because as much as I love my kids, I can't imagine what it feels like to carry a child for 9 months. And I watched my child grow from the time he came out of his mother's womb. And most of my relationship with my children starts at the point where I've seen them. But for a mom, her love and care starts before she even gets a chance to see the child. That their connection to the children starts almost immediately at the point of conception. It's the craziest thing ever. And with that connection comes a different level of stress, a different level of responsibility for not only herself, but the child that she's carrying. Furthermore, I've watched my wife go through pregnancy twice. Watching my wife go through pregnancy and having to deal with all the body changes, the hormone changes, the mental battles that she has to go through, and then not to mention the actual time of birth, and whether it's natural or C-section, the experience of pulling a life out of another is completely bananas. And the reason why it is because for some strange reason, it's almost as if the mom is separating herself from a completely isolated experience. Before the baby is born, only the mom and the baby know or have that kind of connection with each other. And it's almost like the mom pushes the baby out so that others can experience love the way she did. And I've only seen that one other time in my life. For God so loved the world that he gave his son. That God had an intimate relationship with his son, because in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. I quoted that wrong. But in any case, God pulls his son from himself and places his son in the world for us to experience. And it's almost like the same thing that mothers do, that they pull their children from themselves and place them in the world for us to enjoy and experience. Me watching my kids is one thing, and watching my wife go through labor is another thing, but to know that the only reason that I'm here is because my mother decided to allow me to live. That she went the whole term with me, all of my changes, all the uncomfortable nights that she had to go through, all of the eating habits that changed. And then she pulled me out of herself and shared me with the world. I don't know how to explain what that feels like, but just thinking that the only reason I'm here on this earth is because God placed me, formed me, and my mother found me worth sharing with the world. If you haven't spoken to your mother, whether it's good or bad or the relationship is weird, I implore you on this Mother's Day, call your mom. And the reason why is because the only reason that you're even alive to wrestle with the idea of whether or not to call your mom is because she shared you with the world. The job you have is because she shared you with the world. The friends you have, the marriage you're in, the relationship you're in, the church you're at, or even the computer screen that you're watching right now is because your mom decided to share you with the world. There is no greater appreciation we should have for another human being than we should have for our own mothers. And in a day and age where the fathers can move us into the space that we call the mom's physical body, doesn't necessarily mean that the dad's gonna be there when we come out. But the only person who is obligated to be there when we come out is our mothers. So, for this Mother's Day, do yourself a favor. Show the women in your life that you love them. And just remember that in everything that you do, keep God numero uno. I love you guys. Happy Mother's Day. I'm out.